scary building? I've been wanting to try to build something for speed for a long time. Let's learn how to build a modern house.
Round 1.
Okay, so I only have 1 minute to build my modern house. And that is not a lot of time, so I need to work fast and smart. I am grabbing oak planks as my main building material because wood is quick to place and gives a warm, natural base to any house. For the modern look, I am also grabbing white concrete and gray concrete because modern architecture is all about clean lines and neutral colors. White and gray concrete have those smooth, flat surfaces with no texture or pattern, which is exactly what modern buildings look like in real life. Modern houses avoid ornate decorations and busy patterns. They focus on simplicity, geometric shapes, and contrasting neutral tones. On the second floor, I am building a small balcony that extends out from the front wall with gray stained glass panes as the railing. Glass pane railings are a signature modern design element because they provide safety without blocking the view. They are sleek and minimal and almost invisible. Around the house, I am placing leaf blocks to represent landscaping. And in front of the house, I am laying down stone blocks to create a pathway leading to the front door because every house needs a clear approach path that guides visitors from the street to the entrance. Phew, I barely made it on time. Great, my modern house is ready.
What? Hello?
Hey, Banana Kid, look, I built it in just 1 minute. Do you like?
Yay!
Really? I am very glad that you like my makeshift construction. Maybe then you'll try to build a modern house yourself in just 10 minutes?
Ta-da!
They ran to the place. This is where your building will be. Are you ready?
Yay!
Then go ahead.
Round 2.
Banana Kid is starting his modern house, and he is laying down white concrete blocks to form the foundation and ground level structure. White concrete is the quintessential modern architecture material in Minecraft because it perfectly replicates the smooth rendered walls you see on contemporary homes in real life. Modern residential architecture loves white surfaces because they reflect light beautifully. They make buildings look clean and fresh, and they create a strong visual contrast against landscaping and sky. Alongside the white concrete, he is grabbing oak planks in all 3 forms: regular planks, oak slabs, and oak stairs. Having all 3 variants of the same wood gives him incredible flexibility in shaping surfaces. Full planks for walls and flat surfaces, slabs for half-height details and thin platforms, and stairs for angled transitions and stepped elements. He is using these oak components to build a stepped pathway leading up to the house. The approach is not flat. It has elevation changes with the oak stairs, creating a gradual rise from ground level up to the main walkway. Now he is building another set of steps leading from the walkway up to the front entrance of the house. Having 2 separate elevation changes in the approach, first from the ground to the path and then from the path to the door, creates a layered arrival experience. Each step up builds anticipation as you approach the entrance. In real architectural design, the approach sequence to a building is carefully considered because it shapes the visitor's first impression. A flat walk straight to a door feels ordinary, but a journey that involves ascending through different levels feels like you are approaching something special and elevated, both literally and figuratively. For outdoor lighting, he is placing sea lanterns along the pathway and near the entrance. Sea lanterns emit a warm, steady glow, and their block texture has a slightly luminous quality, even during daytime. Modern homes invest heavily in exterior lighting design because it enhances the building's appearance at night and provides safety and security along walkways. In front of the house, Banana Kid is building a planter box using podzol blocks as the soil. Podzol is a dark, rich soil block that looks like fertile garden earth, perfect for planting flowers and vegetation. He is surrounding the planter with white concrete walls to create a raised bed that contains the soil neatly. Raised planter boxes are extremely common in modern landscaping because they create organized geometric garden sections that complement the clean lines of contemporary architecture. Unlike a wild overgrown garden that might look natural but messy, a raised planter with defined walls says that every element of this property has been intentionally designed and controlled. Above the planter, he is building a window using light blue stained glass panes and trapdoors. Light blue glass panes have a cool tint that filters incoming light and adds a subtle color to the building's facade. Trapdoors flanking the window serve as decorative shutters or window frames that add depth and dimension to what would otherwise be a flat wall surface. Banana Kid has only 7 minutes left. He needs to hurry up. In front of the planter, he is placing leaf blocks as additional landscaping. Leaf blocks represent trimmed hedges or ornamental bushes that add layers of greenery to the front of the property. In modern landscape design, vegetation is used strategically to soften the hard geometric edges of buildings. The organic, rounded shapes of plants contrast beautifully with the sharp, straight lines of concrete walls. This contrast between natural and man-made elements is one of the defining characteristics of modern residential design. A modern house surrounded by nothing but concrete and glass looks sterile and unwelcoming, but add some carefully placed greenery, and suddenly it feels like a home. Now Banana Kid is building dividers along the walkways using black stained glass panes. Black glass panes are thin, dark, and semi-transparent, creating sleek barriers that define different zones of the outdoor space without blocking views or light. These dividers separate the walking path from the garden areas, creating clear boundaries between circulation space and planted areas. In modern design, space division is often achieved with minimal materials, thin glass panels, low walls, or subtle changes in floor material rather than thick, heavy walls. The black color of these glass panes adds a dramatic contrast against the white concrete and warm oak wood, creating a sophisticated color palette of white, brown, and black that is very typical of high-end modern homes. He is now building the main structure of the house on the second level, constructing the living space above what will become a pool area below. Building the living quarters above a pool or covered patio is a popular modern architectural technique called a cantilever or pilotis design, where the upper floors extend over open space below. Half the time, is he sure he'll make it? This creates covered outdoor areas at ground level, while maximizing the living space above. For the walls, he is using a combination of oak planks and white concrete, alternating between the warm wood and cool white to create visual rhythm across the facade. The wood sections add warmth and organic texture, while the white concrete sections maintain that modern crispness. For windows and certain wall sections, he is using light blue stained glass panes. Entire wall panels made of tinted glass is a hallmark of modern architecture. Glass walls dissolve the boundary between inside and outside, letting natural light flood the interior and giving residents panoramic views of their surroundings. Light blue tinted glass is preferred over clear glass in many modern designs because it reduces glare, provides some UV protection, and adds a cool, sophisticated color tone to the building's appearance. The tint also provides a degree of privacy during daytime because people outside cannot see in as easily through tinted glass. To go. Banana Kid, hurry up! Banana Kid is now going around the entire house, filling in every gap and hole in the walls with blocks. This finishing pass is essential because even one missing block in a wall creates a visible hole that ruins the clean appearance of the entire facade. Modern architecture demands perfection in surface quality. Unlike rustic or medieval building styles where imperfections add charm and character, Modern design requires flawless smooth surfaces with precise edges and consistent materials. Every block needs to be in place, every surface needs to be complete, and every transition between materials needs to be clean and deliberate. There are only a few minutes left. Banana seems to be finishing up already. In the planter box, he is now placing flowers, adding colorful blooms to the dark podzol soil. Flowers bring splashes of color to the otherwise neutral color scheme of the house. Red, yellow, and pink flowers against the dark soil inside the white concrete planter create a vibrant focal point that draws the eye and adds life to the entrance area. In landscape design, flowering plants are used as accent colors, small concentrated bursts of bright color that contrast with the larger neutral surfaces around them. A few well-placed flowers have more visual impact than covering everything in color. Now he is filling the pool area below the house with water. Water source blocks spread and fill the basin, creating a shimmering blue pool that reflects light and adds another color element to the property. A swimming pool is practically a requirement for modern luxury homes. The combination of the blue water below, the white concrete structure above, the warm oak wood accents, and the green landscaping around the perimeter creates a complete modern residential property with all the elements that define contemporary high-end living.
Ta-da! Yay!
Where did everyone run off to? Hey guys, what's all that noise?
Banana Kid and I are building a modern house on time, JJ. Who did it better?
Oh, both of your buildings look great, but I think it's up to the audience to decide who did the best.
Yes, JJ, you're right. Maybe then you have comments on the construction of Banana Kid?
Yes, there are a couple of comments. Due to the fact that the construction was limited in time, it turned out not to be as detailed as I would have liked. But that's okay.
I totally agree with you, JJ. Maybe then you can build your modern house in 15 minutes?
Okay, then let's run to the place.
JJ, good luck to you. We'll wait in the house.
But?
Thanks, guys. Then I'm starting. Round 3. I want to approach my modern house build with professional architectural planning, starting with the outdoor features and working my way up through a 3-story structure. The first thing I am doing is digging a small rectangular hole in the ground in front of where the house will stand. This excavation is going to become a swimming pool. I am keeping it modest in size because a good pool does not need to be enormous. It needs to be well proportioned relative to the house and the property. A pool that is too large overwhelms the landscape and looks out of place, while one that is properly sized complements the house and feels like an intentional design element. I will come back to fill it with water at the very end. Now, I am building the approach pathway using oak planks. The walkway extends from the front of the property toward the house entrance, creating a clear defined path for arriving visitors. Oak wood for the pathway adds warmth underfoot and contrasts with the stone and concrete that will dominate the house itself. In modern architecture, the material transition from pathway to building often signals the shift from outdoor to indoor space. And wood is frequently used for this transitional element because it feels natural and welcoming. For the house house itself, I am choosing quartz as my primary building material. Quartz comes in regular blocks, slabs, and stairs, giving me the same versatility that oak provides, but in a bright white premium material. Quartz has a slightly different texture than white concrete. It is smoother, with a faint pattern that gives surfaces a subtle elegance. In real architecture, white marble or white stone facades communicate luxury and sophistication, and quartz blocks in Minecraft capture that same feeling. The slight textural difference between quartz and white concrete means I can use both in the same build to create subtle surface variation. Though today, I am focusing primarily on quartz for the walls and structural elements. I am also incorporating light gray concrete into the build. Light gray serves as a secondary color that adds depth to the facade without introducing dramatic contrast. I still have a lot of time left. I definitely have to do everything in time. In modern architecture, many buildings use a limited palette of whites and grays in different shades. Creating a monochromatic color scheme that looks sophisticated and cohesive. Light gray concrete sections on the exterior break up the solid white quartz surfaces and create visual zones that define different rooms or functional areas from the outside. For the floors, I am using oak planks on the first and second stories. Hardwood floors are the standard in modern luxury homes because they are beautiful, durable, and they add warmth to interiors that might otherwise feel cold with all the white walls and glass. On the third floor, I am switching to quartz for the flooring. Creating a different atmosphere on the top level with an all-white material palette. I'm doing great! I've got half the time left. I'm kind of in time. I am building up the first story walls now, placing quartz blocks and light gray concrete in alternating sections. The ground floor has the largest footprint of the 3 stories. For the windows, I am using light blue stained glass, full panes of tinted glass that span large sections of the walls. Modern houses are defined by their extensive use of glass, and on the ground floor where the living areas will be, maximum glass means maximum natural light and maximum connection to the outdoor pool and landscaping. The light blue tint adds a cool, sophisticated color filter to the incoming light, giving the interior a calm, serene atmosphere. The second floor goes up with the same materials, but I am adjusting the proportions and window placement to create visual variety between floors. Each story of a well-designed modern house should have its own character while still belonging to the same overall design language. The second floor might have different window sizes, different ratios of solid wall to glass, or slightly different material proportions than the first floor. This variation keeps the facade interesting as your eye travels upward. I am using oak planks for interior floor surfaces here as well, maintaining that warm wood underfoot. Oh no, time flies so fast, I didn't even notice. The third floor is the highest level, and I am making it slightly smaller in footprint than the floors below, creating a stepped-back profile where each floor is slightly recessed from the one beneath it. This stepping creates outdoor terrace space on the roofs of lower floors and gives the building a dynamic silhouette that is much more interesting than a simple box. The third floor gets quartz flooring instead of oak, giving the top level a distinctly different feel, brighter, cleaner, and more minimal. This floor will serve as the private master suite and utility area, separate in character from the more social spaces below. Around the exterior of the house, I am placing leaf blocks along the perimeter at ground level. Landscaping wraps the entire building in a green border that integrates the structure with its natural surroundings. The contrast between the crisp, geometric white quartz walls and the soft, organic green leaves is visually stunning and creates that perfect modern architectural look where nature and construction exist in harmony. I am placing leaves strategically, clustering them at corners and along blank wall sections where the greenery has the most visual impact. Inside the house, I am creating the vertical circulation between floors. I am cutting an opening through the second floor and building a spiral staircase that winds upward from the ground level. A spiral staircase is both functional and sculptural. It serves as the practical means of moving between floors while also acting as a dramatic architectural centerpiece. The spiral shape takes up minimal floor space compared to a straight staircase, leaving more room for furniture and living areas on each floor. Last minute, I have to hurry. Now, I am furnishing the balcony first. Chairs go on the outdoor terrace, creating a spot where you can sit outside and enjoy fresh air with views of the surrounding landscape. Balcony seating is essential in modern homes because outdoor living spaces are considered extensions of the interior, not afterthoughts. Inside the ground floor living room, I am placing a television on one wall as the entertainment focal point. Sofas face the television, creating a comfortable viewing arrangement. Cabinets go along the walls for storage, keeping the space organized and clutter-free because modern interior design values clean, uncluttered surfaces. A carpet goes on the oak floor, adding softness and warmth underfoot and defining the seating area within the larger room. On the second floor, I am placing more cabinets for storage and sofas for additional seating and lounging. Carpets go on the floor here too. This floor functions as a secondary living area or family room, a more private relaxation space separate from the main ground floor living room. Having living spaces on multiple floors gives residents options for where to spend their time and allows different family members to have their own areas. The third floor is where I am concentrating the private and utility functions. A bed goes against one wall with a nightstand and lamp beside it, furnaces and a crafting table, a brewing stand for potions, chests for storage, a cauldron filled with water, and an enchanting table handle. And on the very last seconds, I am rushing outside to the pool I dug at the beginning. I am pouring water into the excavation, filling it up completely. Great, my modern house is ready. It's time for me to show it to the guys.
Wow, JJ, you've got the most beautiful modern house of all. I can't believe you built it in just 15 minutes. That's professionalism.
Thank you guys. I am very glad that you liked my building. Friends, be sure to write in the comments whose building you liked the most. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right.
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.